Good morning, students. In the last class, we have completed the vocabulary part of the lesson, the journey. And today we are going to complete grammar. So if you see in your textbook, grammar, Roman number 1. In this story, the author used the past perfect, had plus past participle in many sentences. If you observe the following sentences from the story and the rules given under them, you will understand why and how the past perfect is used. So here in the story, most of the thing what is used, past perfect is used in many sentences. So if we read these following sentences and the reasons why they have used, then we will be understanding why and how the past perfect is used. So if you see the sentences here, first one, it was 10:20. My father had already left. So this sentence is in para 6. So why why past participle is used, past perfect is used, is explained in this below paragraph. If you see here, when an action takes place before a point of time in the past, the action is expressed in the past perfect tense. So what they are telling is, when an action takes place before a point of time in the past, then we will be using past perfect tense. So see here, sometimes the point of time can be understood from the earlier sentences and other contextual clauses, contextual clues. So what they are saying is, sometimes not only by the by the time, but also by using the other contextual clues and earlier sentences also, we can understand the time. So here why they have used past perfect is, he is explaining the particular time, isn't it? That's why. See the second. Finally, we reached Dirang. The bus from Tawang had not yet reached Dirang. It is in para 11. So when two actions in the past are clearly separated by time, the earlier action is expressed in the past perfect tense. So here there are two sentences. So what they are saying, when two actions in the past are clearly separated by time, then the earlier action is expressed in the past perfect tense. So see the third. I quickly sat down on a rock. My father laughed at my plight. So this is in para 7. When two actions in the past happened simultaneously, both of them are expressed in the past tense. So what they are saying is, when two actions will happen simultaneously in the past, in those situations we will be using, means in those situations the sentence will be expressed in past tense. See the fourth. In fourth A, Sunita never saw a bear before she was transferred to Maredumili. This is not from the story. And see the B, Sindhu closed the doors because she heard loud noises from outside. C, I never met him after I left India. Normally, when the time relation is ambiguous, by the use of before, after, because, etc., the simple past or past perfect is optional, is used to refer to both past tense. So what they are saying is, when the time relation is unambiguous, so the use of before, after, because and the simple past is used to refer both past actions. So they have given here one exercise for us. So I have already done it for you. You write them in your notes, because I think it will not be sufficient for you, the space which is provided in the textbook. So see here, identify the tense and give reasons for the tense used. So here they have given almost 15 sentences for us. So they are asking us to identify the tense and the reason for the tense used. So I have already written it for you. You listen carefully and write neatly in your notes. See the first one. I had come home this time round for a special purpose to get married. My parents had arranged my marriage according to the customs of our tribal society. So, in this sentence, see here, the past perfect tense is used. The past perfect tense is used in both sentences as those actions had already completed before his narration. So, why here the past perfect tense is used is the actions had already completed before his narration. See here, had come and had arranged. So, these sentences these words can be explained, saying that because of these words we can say that the past perfect tense is used in both the sentences as those actions had already completed before his narration. See the second. Time flew and 5 months into my marriage I realized it. In the above sentence, both the verbs are in the simple past tense as the time relation is unambiguous and those two occur in the past simultaneously. So before also we have read that when two sentences doesn't have means the if the time relation is unambiguous, then the two sentences will be having the simple means they will be in past simple past tense only. So see in the for the second sentence what you have to write is in the above sentence both the verbs are in the simple past tense as the time relation is unambiguous and those two occur in the past simultaneously. See the third. But after some dilly-dallying I finally decided against it because marriage had increased my responsibilities and I had got into debt. In this sentence, the past perfect tense is used in the earlier two actions, while the simple past tense is used in the latter. Marriage had increased my responsibilities and I had got into debt. These actions occurred before I finally decided against it. This was happened after. So what you have to write is in this sentence the past perfect tense is used in the earlier two actions while the simple past tense is used in the latter. See the fourth. On my way home from the bus stop, my trunk had been carried by a porter. So this sentence is in para 3. The action in the above sentence occurred before his narrating the story. Hence, the past perfect tense is used. So the action has occurred before his narration. So here we are using the past perfect tense. So what you have to write is the action in the above sentence occurred before his narrating the story. Hence the past perfect tense is used. See the fifth. A large crowd gathered at our place the day I was to leave. People had come to wish me luck. Para 6. Means this sentence is in para 6. In the first sentence, the simple past tense is used as it occurred later. In the second sentence, the past perfect tense is used as it occurred earlier. People had come and then the large crowd gathered. Hence, the two sentences are used. So, what happened? Here in the first sentence, the simple past tense is used because this sentence means the situation has happened later. Whereas in the second sentence, the past perfect tense is used because it has done earlier only. So what you have to write is, in the first sentence the simple past tense is used as it occurred later. In the second sentence the past perfect tense is used as it occurred earlier. See the sixth. Father was quiet for some time. He thoughtfully looked at the sun for a moment, and then his eyes fell on the can of homemade wine that I was carrying. It is in para 9. So what you have to write is, see, the actions in the sentence occurred in the past tense is used in all the time except the last part of the second sentence, that I was carrying. Here the past continuous tense is used as it was going at the time of narrating. So what you are going to write is, the actions in the sentence occurred in the past tense is used in all the time except the last part of the second sentence, that I was carrying. Here the past continuous tense is used as it was going at the time of narrating. So in the last part of the second sentence only we are using past continuous tense, whereas in the above sentence we are using past tense. See the seventh. I gave him the can of wine. He poured himself a mug and handed me the can. He drank all of it at one go. He then arranged the belt that was attached to the trunk carefully on his forehead. This sentence is in para 10. All the actions are in the simple past tense as they all occur in the past simultaneously, and also the time relation is unambiguous. See the eighth. I had never got used to physical labor, having stayed in the hostels right from my childhood. This sentence is in para 11. I had never get used to. Here the past perfect tense is used in this sentence, as the author, while narrating, went into the past and told. Hence the past perfect tense is used. So in this sentence we are using the past perfect tense. Why? Because the author, while narrating, went into the past and told the sentence. See here, ninth one. His feet had developed cracks and somehow resembled those of an elephant. This sentence is from para 14. In this sentence, the two actions are clearly separated by time. The earlier action is expressed in the past perfect tense. His feet had developed cracks. This action took place before. His feet resembles those of an elephant. Hence, the earlier action is expressed in the past perfect tense and the latter is expressed in the simple past tense. See the 10th. I noticed this for the first time. I hadn't noticed that the road was uneven. It is in para 14. I noticed this for the first time. In this sentence, the simple past tense is used as it is the author's narration. And see, I hadn't noticed that the road was uneven. In this sentence, the past perfect tense is used. The road was uneven. Here, the simple past tense is used. The condition of the road was mentioned when the author narrated the condition of the road. See the 11th. I checked my wallet and saw I still had around rupees 40 with me. This is in para 14. In this sentence, both the actions occurred in the past simultaneously. Hence, the simple past tense is used in both contexts. See the 12th. I then took out my pair of leather shoes from the trunk and noticed my father's face lighting up with contentment. This sentence is in para 15. So, see here, the above two actions occurred in the past simultaneously and the time relation is unambiguous. Hence, the simple past tense is used. See the 13. I saw that the road we had come by looked like a giant motionless rope. This sentence is in para 16. I saw that the road. Here the past tense is used to refer the past action as it is the writer's narration. We had come. Here the past perfect tense is used as this action had completed before his narration. Looked like giant motionless rope. Here the simple past tense is used to refer to the action as it is the writer's narration. So, see the 14th. He stopped his business after he became old. In this sentence, the two verbs stopped and became are in the past tense as the time is unambiguous. So, here the two words stopped and became are in the past tense. So, the sentence is in past tense. See the 15th. I never ate halim before I visited Hyderabad. In this sentence, the verbs ate and visited are in the past tense as the time is unambiguous. So, I think you have understood till here, and don't get confused. Write them neatly without any spelling mistakes in your notes as it is, and we'll be completing the remaining part of the lesson in the next session. Thank you. Have a good day.